I have muted you.
I know.
Go ahead.
Hello, Miss Lisa and Miss.
Just a little glitches.
Hello, champion parents, and welcome to Parenting in Rhythm, formerly known as Mommy Talk. The goal of Parenting in Rhythm is to uplift, inform, and engage both mothers and fathers by providing information and resources to inspire positive parental engagement. Take the time to share with your friends and family that Parenting in Rhythm is on Facebook Live now. The show airs live every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to engage by asking questions or sharing your thoughts. Keep it tasteful. Now it's time to Parents in Rhythm with your host,
Hey,
Dr. Pert.
hey, welcome, champion parents. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Black History Month. Today, let's talk about the importance of giving back to the community with our special guest, Ericka Woods. Miss Woods is a proud Detroiter that's been volunteering and contributing to her community for over a decade. Some might even call her a volunteer junkie. Serving the homeless in the city of Detroit is Ericka's number one passion, along with motivating and providing support to mothers and fathers all over. Champion Fun Fact. Focusing on others and their needs helps children develop empathy, compassion, and giving spirit towards mankind. Volunteering is a good way for children to learn about gratitude, to do something positive for the community, and appreciate what they have compared to those less fortunate. Helping those in need allows children to experience empathy firsthand and receive many other benefits. Students learn valuable life skills when they volunteer, including teamwork, communication, responsibility, time management, and goal setting. Researchers have found that students who volunteer do better academically and are more likely to graduate high school. Colleges and employers, they look for community service on resumes. Plus, it helps students as they explore career options. Young people who volunteer often see health benefits too, ranging from improved self esteem to fewer high risk behaviors like drug abuse. So, welcome, Miss Ericka Woods. Woo
Thank
woo.
you. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome, and thank you. We appreciate you for joining us.
No
And
problem.
volunteer junkie, right?
Yes. Yes, yes. My favorite thing to do.
I know, I know. I see you doing so many active things on social media. I was like, oh, she's awesome, phenomenal. I didn't think I even shot you a text message one time, like, okay, look, we got this. We definitely appreciate what you do for the community and being a pioneer and, just helping other mothers get involved with community service.
Yes.
Yes. So, what is the community service and what are the benefits of community service?
So to me, community service is an unpaid act that a person does without expecting anything in return. So I think that it's very important for people to volunteer. Number one, to give back in your community. A lot of people say, I'm especially with Detroit. I don't like the way that things are going, or this park is messed up. Well, to me, what are you doing about it? I feel like there are, especially our homeless population in certain areas, it's bad. And so I feel like they are people just like you and I. I never judge anybody or look at anybody else's circumstances. They need help just like anybody else. So I think it's important that we get out in the streets and we help them as well.
Yes, definitely. Like you said, people are always complaining, always saying what can be,
Always.
what are you doing to make the situation better? You know, they
Exactly.
sit back and complain and critique, but once you put
Hmm.
yourself out there, you'll be less judgmental as far as what's going on. So I thank you for bringing that important part out, Miss Woods, because yes, that's very important. I know that I've been guilty, and I try not to be as judgmental because I understand what it takes to get involved
Right.
in different levels. So it definitely humbles you and help you see from a different perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who, for instance, are parks. There may be some parents who complain, about a particular park. Well, there's plenty of organizations, if you do the research, that you can volunteer. You can go and you can go pick up the stuff in the park. You can make your community a better place. You just have to put the work in and you have to do it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah. Hmm. I agree with that. But Miss Woods, I'm about to pass some judgment right now. I just want to tell you, your hair is fabulous.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your hair pretty too, Dr. Pert. Your little
Well,
bounce.
thank you. Thank you.
I like the color.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I like that new color you rocking too, April, because you normally have color in your hair, but that fits you very well.
That's how I am too. I have to have me a color.
I know. I just started wearing color, I think. And now I'm trying to do something different. So we'll see. Hmm. Yeah. So, Ms. Woods, so should parents encourage their children to volunteer? And if they do, what age you begin?
Absolutely, yes. So both of my children, they got involved in volunteering early. I would say about 10 years old. And I say that because a lot of our kids in this day and age, they are so entitled, mine's included. Okay. So I used to take my kids, I grew up differently than, how they're being raised. And so I would take my son, who's 21 now, I would take him to the Detroit Rescue Mission. And I want you to see how other people live. I want you to know that you are blessed with the things that you have. I also want him to take his volunteerism with him as an adult. Even when he left me, because now he lives in Chicago, he still volunteers. So I always want him to keep that with him, but I also want him to know, both of them, to know how blessed they are. And there's other people out here in the world that don't have things the way that you have them. So
Yes, definitely. I agree. I agree. It definitely shows that, we're blessed, and it gives them opportunity to say, well, you thought you had it bad, but
mhm,
you don't have it as worse as the next person or the next
exactly.
person, and give them opportunity to realize their blessing, and then just also rewarding for them to help other people. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm. So should parents volunteer with their children to participate in community events, and why should they?
Yes.
Mhm.
I feel like sometimes, and I have been guilty of this as well, we can't tell our kids, like, hey, I think that you should be doing this thing, or forcing them to do something, and we're not doing it ourselves. I feel like as parents, we always have to lead by example. And a particular situation, with this COVID thing going on and virtual learning, my daughter, who is usually a B student, her grades started going down. And I know it was because of not paying attention or being easily distracted. I myself have been working from home since last year, March. And so before I got on her, I said to myself, now, how can I really get on her really bad when me, myself, I'm easily distracted when I'm working my own self, watching TV on my phone. So I just feel like as parents, we always have to lead by example. So
Yeah.
absolutely, they should be volunteering with their child. And
Yeah.
it's also a bonding moment too, as well.
Yeah, because your kids will always remember that. I know my sons always remember, Mom, you remember we went here, or we ride down the street, or just
Mhm.
in conversation, they'll just remember. And so that bonding moment is very important. I'm glad you brought
Yeah.
that. And also for safety reasons, you want to know where your kids are, make sure they're in an appropriate place, surrounded by
Right.
You want to kind of govern them accordingly. Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm So, what are some examples of community service? I know you got 1,000.
Yeah. So right now is kind of hard because of COVID to well, first of all, we volunteer somewhere every month. So every year I'm picking a different place for us to volunteer on a monthly basis. So it could be Ronald McDonald House, which was my favorite and I love, but we haven't been able to go because of COVID. We have a thing where we just went last Saturday. There's a organization called Elevate Detroit, and so they're out over on Third and Temple, and they have a barbecue every Saturday. So last weekend, I would take, I collect different items a lot. So I would take, the items that I collect, I would get a group of people to go with me, have them to bring stuff. We would, it's kind of like a barbecue and everybody bring different stuff, focus hope. There's so much stuff that you can do. Really, you just have to do the research. There's even a website that you can actually go in and you can find different volunteer opportunities.
Oh, cool, cool. That's
Yeah,
awesome. I didn't know about the website. That's
yeah,
awesome. Yeah, you have to share that website. And also, we got some bags. Remember those bags I was telling you about last year? So we do got some Mommy Talk bags. Or we formerly know them as Mommy Talk. We transitioned into Parenting Rhythm, but we got some bags. We was inspired to get some bags full of non-perishable items. It was going to give them out, but COVID happened, so we still got those
yeah.
bags. So I can give you our bags if you want our.
Yeah, oh no, absolutely. A lot of times too, because I really have a soft spot in the heart for the homeless. So a lot of times too, when they're out, they'll have, especially at the barbecue, they're getting so much stuff, and sometimes they don't have bags. So that would be really helpful for them. So I would appreciate that.
Oh yeah, we'll connect. Yep, I
Yeah.
have. We got about how many? We got about 100. Yeah, so
Oh
that.
yeah, I could definitely use those and put other items in it as well.
Yep, we got them. Yep, so that'll be appreciative. So you have your own company, One Mother to Another. What's the mission of One Mother to Another?
So one mother to another, it's a organization for mothers, and so my main goal is to motivate, inspire, encourage, and offer a safe place for mothers to be able to share with each other. I started it's a group. It's on Facebook, and I started it in 2014. And I just kind of want women. I think there's a stigma with women and how we don't stick together and all of this other stuff. So I kind of wanted to get rid of that and kind of form a sisterhood.
Yeah, you know what? And it came up as one of my suggestions, Mother to a Mother. I joined the group recently, I think this week.
Oh, yep, I seen that.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. So I very
Yeah,
positive and inspirational. I'm just
yeah,
memes and you share different parental engagement between mothers. So
yeah.
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of groups on Facebook. I know some of the other moms share where, some of the women may be catty or some. That's why I like all the requests, I go through them myself. Any posts, if any negativity starts, I will delete the whole post. If somebody, I always say, it's okay to have a different opinion, just always respond with tact, never be judgmental. A lot of that stuff I shut it down. So it's really none of that in my group at all. It's
Right.
not allowed.
Yeah, because I think a lot of times with difference of opinion, people feel like they got to be combative, and I got to because you do things one way, I got to talk down about how you do things.
Right, right,
Like that, everybody have their own way of doing things, and you got to respect
right.
where everybody is at in their stage of life. It's
Yeah,
every different. So how
right.
you do things? How you make your?
Yeah. I think it's important.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dr.
Oops, my bad. No, I'm sorry. I thought y'all heard my computer making noise because I got my email up. Yeah, no, I think it's really important for parents to have a safe space to go to, and I commend you on this group, and I'm really interested in joining, and I do plan on joining this week because it's a lot of groups out there, but I think it's really important that you pay attention to somebody's mission and what they're trying to do. And as you're talking, I hear and I feel the sincerity of why you started the group. Wait, is sincerity your word? Did I say that right? Sincerity. There we go.
We know what you meant.
Right. It's been a long day, okay?
Like that.
But
Hey,
yes.
what did I say? Did I say it right? Okay, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So thank you for starting that group, and for our champion listeners out there, please join that group, and we'll put it in the chat box for you.
yeah, we definitely will. I'll put the link in there. For One Mother to Another group. So what is the inspiration behind One Mother to Another?
Whew. So, as I stated before, I have two children. My daughter, she is 15, and my son is 21. So, when my son was coming up, he was bad. Okay, like he had behavioral problems. It was really really bad, and I was so stressed out. I'm talking about he was bad from maybe kindergarten on up. Like it was stressful. And so I don't like, sometimes I feel like I have really good friends, but if they're not going through the same thing that I'm going through, I just felt like sometimes, like, I know they tired of hearing about this, but I just needed to vent. And so I just feel like there was no resources, no nothing for mothers. Like, no, I mean, I used to cry and I'm like, it's nothing, I don't know what to do. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start a Facebook group. And so that's just how it started. I just started the group on Facebook with, some of my friends and family. And then it just turned into people here to people all over. And now it's like 4,100 moms in the group. And I just really think that even though that was a difficult moment for me, like it was a reason, God put me through that, so I could start this organization. But it was the best thing ever. Like coming into the group and, other moms, we all go through the same stuff,
Mm-hmm.
And so I was just like, I'm gonna just make the group. And so here we are today.
Awesome. Yeah,
Mhm.
awesome. So I know you said about your group. We're going to go back to service. Do you have like a specific process or a way to select a venue that you like to volunteer?
Well, normally, so again, because of COVID, things are kind of different. Normally, I would go online. There's one website that I use, and I'll look up different events or stuff that's going on. This month, I kind of wanted to play on, that it was Black History Month. So luckily, there was a lady that I had met. She works at the African American Museum. So I was like, oh, can I bring a group? Is there anything that we can do? And so we set that up for next Saturday's event. So really, it's just a lot of me going online, doing research, finding different places. Like some places I follow on Instagram, like, hey, what's your process for getting groups in? So really online, I do a lot of online research and on Instagram. So a lot of the shelters, a lot of the soup kitchens, Ronald McDonald House. I can't remember how I came upon that, but I just searched, volunteer opportunities in Detroit or volunteer opportunities in Michigan, and I just go from there and call and get the ball rolling. Because I feel like a lot of people in our community, they want to volunteer, but they don't know what to do. So I just feel like I'm gonna provide that opportunity for you, and I put it out there for everybody, even though my group is a group for moms. I want the dads to come too. Come on, everybody. It's just for me, a sense of togetherness. For me, it's a sense of togetherness. I have moms that have been in my group since I started it in 2014, never met them before. They might come. It's a bonding tool. It's a bonding tool for me. And the moms enjoy it. And usually when they come back. So I enjoy doing it. I absolutely do.
It sounds phenomenal. It is phenomenal. I'm sure. I'm gonna have to participate in one of your events. So what are you working on next? Is there any next steps for One Mother to Another, and any way people can get engaged as far as trying to find out how to get involved with the community service?
Yes. So DMC normally has a cereal drive that they do every year. I know last year they didn't do it because of COVID. We participated in that 1 year. So I'm working on, setting that up. So I'm going to be collecting cereal in order to give it to DMC. And then also just working on, what we're going to volunteer for the month of March. So like I said, it's kind of hard for me right now to do stuff because of COVID and they're not accepting volunteers. So, but I work it out.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get you those bags. Like I said, we got about 100 of them, and I've been having
Okay.
them. I was gonna give them. I gave a few to my high school because they needed some, but I still got about 100 left. So yeah, we definitely.
Yeah, we'll definitely put them to use.
I know because people can use them. I know it's well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So would you like to share any final words of encouragement, your followings, anything you want to share with our audience?
Yes, so in order to join One Mother to Another, again, it's on Facebook. So you can search the number one mother and then the number two to another. There are some questions there before you enter the group that you have to agree to. Because again, we don't play that, the negativity thing, you will get booted right out. So you have to just agree to the rules of the group. And then I'll accept also on Instagram, if you want to stay up to date with what we're doing, it's One Mother to Another 2014, and also on Facebook as well.
Okay. Yep. I got the One Mother to Another. I put the Instagram link.
Yeah.
On there. Yep. And I put it about the group. So we do have a parent, Satara Lamb. I love that, leading by example. She was speaking about you and your never ending and ever giving community service work. And then we have another parent, wanted to thank her for all that she do. May God bless you continuously.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so any moms who want to join, like I said, I just really want to get rid of the stigma of, women always at each other. Like it shouldn't be like that. We can have a sisterhood and we can have conversations and disagree and then not be an argument. And I just feel like as women, we should just be there for one another.
Yeah, because we know we struggle. We have the hard time
Yeah.
out here. So when you get here with somebody you close, we should support one another and provide support for one another in spite of whatever's going on. We should just always try to be there for one another. So I definitely agree. Because we got it hard. We got to deal with work, we got to deal with our kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other things.
Absolutely agree. And I know for me, because a lot of times people be like, how do you do all of that? Because I work midnights. I work midnights, but I still find the time it's because it's what I love to do. So I find the time to do it.
Yeah. It's all about
People make time for what they want, don't they?
Exactly. Yeah.
They do, yeah, exactly. So once again, listeners, happy Black History Month. We're bringing it to an end, but we're celebrating Black history continuously. And as we are ending this historic month, take this wonderful opportunity to explore with your families interesting facts about our awesome, cool, innovative, resilient, powerful, and unapologetically Black history. Visit your local African American museum. I think they free every third Sunday. I remember back in the day. Remember we went per.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, I think they're free every third Thursday, so that's a good opportunity to go. Or either you can visit any other historical place and or event to learn with your children about our powerful history, even within here, the city of Detroit. Okay, of course, other places, but within the city of Detroit. Remember, champion parents, if you're interested in chatting with us, feel that you are able to share your works while successfully raising your children, please email us at parentinginrhythm@gmail.com. We're all in this together as champion parents. We'd like to take this time to thank our viewers. Thank you for tuning in. We also want to thank Ericka Woods for coming on. Be safe.
Thank you guys for having me. Thank you so much.
Coming finally. Look,
right.
pre-pandemic, because come to the radio station, remember? And then
yeah,
it's out. So it's okay to get you back. Yeah. So be safe, wear your mask, use your hand sanitizer, and remember to practice effective social distancing. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye. See you later.